What am I going to do when I meet someone out? What am I going to do when I meet someone out? What am I going to do when I meet someone out? What am I going to do when I meet someone out? What am I going to do when I meet someone out?
Okay, guys. We're starting this shortly. I was trying to send the. I was trying to send the information across to the groups and platforms. I was trying to send information across to the groups and platforms before we get started. Okay. I'm actually seeing our messages. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to today's session. Good evening, Shifu. Yeah, good evening, guys. Hello, Shifu. Yeah, great, great. Happy Sunday. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good all of them, wherever you're connected from. Good to all of them. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's session. So, this is our first episode on the Crypto Capital Show. This is the first episode we are having on the Crypto Capital Show. And we are going it's gonna run through into 2024. So it's gonna be a very long show. And this is the era of, we say this is the new era of billionaires. So the new era of billionaires, and you are definitely gonna be one of those eras of billionaires. So we are starting in about a second. So get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's starting in about a second. Okay, starting in about a second. Let me quickly make one more post and then we go straight to what we have for today. Purum pum 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 pum. Puru pum pum pum. And what we go to what we have for today. What we have for today. So today's gonna be an awesome session. It's gonna be an awesome session. It's gonna be a very, very, very powerful session. And you do not want to get your noting, your notepads, get your writing materials, even as we are about to smash it for the day. So it's definitely going to be an awesome time. Going to be an awesome time. So let's get started. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good all of them, wherever you're connected from, for today's session. So let's get started. This is so. Unfortunately, I was supposed to create a slide for today's session, which I couldn't. I was too busy to be able to come up with the time for creating the slide. So we do not really have a slide, but I noted down a few things we are going to talk about, and where it comes for me to illustrate some points and share to my screen, I'm going to definitely do that. So, but briefly, today's sessions and what we're going to be teaching about, what we're going to be talking about, is actually going to be in four sections and four categories. So first of all, let's talk about the purpose and the vision for the Crypto Capital Show. Why the Crypto Capital Show? Why the Crypto Capital Show? Now, if you've been following me for the past 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, or 4 years, or 5 years, one of the things you understand, or one of the things you get to know, is that I have been. I'm gonna place this now. We've been creating specific opportunities or specific platforms that is going or that is geared towards the current market situation and market prediction per time. So over the past 2 years plus or now, we've been projecting and predicting how the market is going to play out month after month, year after year, week after week, and we've been accurate 80 to 90% of the time. In fact, I'm one of the most accurate people in the world when it comes to the market overview and predictions. One of the most accurate persons in the world to ever walk the face of the earth when it comes to this. And we've been seeing this the market play out many of the times. And now one thing we do is, if this is what is going to happen before time, is one thing to know this thing is going to happen before time, is another thing to know how to benefit from what is going to happen before time. These are two different things. One, you know that okay, this thing is going to happen before time. Two is you want to know how are you going to benefit from this thing before it happens. So what we do is not just okay, this is going to happen, this is what we're expecting, but okay, how can we benefit before this? What can we create? What platform can we create to help every one of us in the community move into benefiting and maximizing from this? So in doing this, we started creating certain programs and certain events per time. And I think in 2021, we created what we call the crypto breakfast show, breakfast and crypto kind of show, which where I come in the morning around 6 a.m. GMT plus one. And then when I come that morning, I begin to share practically what can make us money for that day. So literally, I was literally to just prove the point that we can make money every single day. I was trying to prove that point that it is possible for us to make money every single day from the markets. It is very, very possible. And we're making money every day. So I come live and just give what is going to give for that day. And then when we got into 2022, I started talking about how the market is going to change, how the price is going to change. We started the CME. And the CME, we began basically designing that show to help people in the bear market. So it was the number one crypto show to show people how they can stack profits in the bearish market. And the show was very successful, which we had once every month. And a lot of us made money and maximized the opportunity that was available from the CME. We've seen a lot of testimonies both on the page, on the socials. We have both video testimonials and written testimonials, a lot on regarding that aspect. Now, beyond that aspect, we now move from that aspect to moving the CME from just being public to become private. And then from there, we close up the CME. And then this year, we started the Bull Run secret episode. This is a couple of months ago. We started Bull Run secret episode, which the Bull Run secret episode have actually come to an end, which was 5 different series specific. And a lot of us maximize it, benefit. And we've started seeing testimonies out of the result of what we do. This is because of one thing. I am very keen of understanding the timing and the seasons of the sector we are in part time. And no matter the sector you are in life, whether you are in the business sector, the technology sector, you're in the IT sector, you're in the law sector, you are in the entrepreneurship sector, you're in the government sector, whatever sector you find yourself in the world, in the sports sector, there are times and seasons in each of these sectors. And whosoever is able to maximize the opportunities in the times and seasons gets to make the most amount of money. And when it comes to what is happening per time, when it comes to the crypto sector, we are one of the best in knowing how to maximize these times and seasons, because it's not about you being everywhere. It's all about you positioning. That's basically how life works. Life rewards the positioned more than the most hardworking. So the reward of life does not go to the most hardworking. It does not even go to the smartest or the most intelligent. It only goes majorly to the most positioned. So somebody could be more positioned in times and seasons, despite the person being a fool or less understanding like you, or less smarter than you, less intelligent than you. But because the person is more positioned than you, the person will become richer than you, more successful than you, not because the person is wiser than you. So some of the people who are richer than you is not because they are wiser than you. It's not because they are smarter than you. It's not because they work harder than you. It's just one major key thing. They are more positioned than you. So the profit of life rewards the most positioned and not the most hardworking. And we see that context play out even in the world we live in. So you see some people be like, why is it that okay, this person is a bad person, is succeeding more, I'm a good person? The difference is just one keyword: position. So the day you begin to understand position in any sector you are in, the more you become profitable. The bearish basis on and consistent flow of profit. What is the secret? The secret is understanding position to the core in the crypto capital show. What is the context behind this? The context behind an era whereby the net of billionaires that the world is going to accept is going to be coming out of crypto. Already we have billionaires. We have billionaires like the founder of Coinbase. We have CZ, the founder of Billionaires. We have the dude that was, I think, later already. But however, the world has not. So pending when okay, pending when the world is and understand it fully, there's going to be massive adoption. At that point, there's going to be the introduction of billionaires out of the industry of cryptocurrencies into the Forbes list. So we'll have crypto billionaires in the Forbes list because at that time, globally is accepted in the world. And that is what we are going into. And I believe that I am going to be one of them, and you watching here is also going to be one of them. So the Crypto Capital Show is preparing us within the period and the season we are in the space and in the world when it comes to this industry, ahead of the bull run, into the bull run, and maximizing every bit of it. So we are not leaving any stone unturned. We want to make as much money as possible that is going to change our lives forever. When I mean our lives forever, I'm referring to the kind of money we refer to as generational wealth. And the Crypto Capital Show is designed to teach the strategies, the methodologies, the hacks that are literally going to guide us in this series, into this era, in this season. So, and from time to time, at once every week, we're going to come up, and I'm going to be also talking about highlight of what has happened in the crypto space for that week, what I think, and how we can literally react to it to maximize what is happening and make money what is happening. What matters most is not about what is happening, but how can we benefit from what is happening. So, in everything that happens, whether it's in life or it happens in the world globally, what happens is you are either talking about the news, making the news, or you are benefiting from the news. So there are three people in this life: those who make the news, those who instigate the news, those who cause the news, those who watch the news, they talk about the news, and those who make money out of the news. Now, I'm not concerned about those who cause on making the news Neither am I concerned about those who are talking about the news. I'm more concerned about making money from the news. So you fall under one of these three sectors in life. And when it comes to the space we are in, I'm so more concerned about making money in the news, from time to time. I do not know about you, but for me, that is what I am definitely very, very concerned about. So let's get started to number 2 for today. So, first of all, I want to talk about three major reasons why people in the crypto space and the Web3 sector do not see generational wealth results. And why, even if they make some money, they end up losing everything. So, we're talking about three reasons why people have not yet seen or experienced or have a taste of life-changing gains in the crypto space, in the crypto world, and basically even the ones who are trying to have this, why are they losing it all? We are going to be talking about that. Three major reasons I want to highlight now. Three major reasons I want to highlight for us. Reason number one is most people or most folks are focused on copying and pasting without learning and understanding. They are just focused on copying and pasting without learning and understanding. What do I mean by that? Now, when people come into the space, let's say you see someone is very successful. Maybe you see Shifu. Shifu is doing well. Shifu is successful. Shifu is amazing. And you see there are a lot of people too who are successful out of this space. Now, the only thing that comes to people's mind is, okay, how can I just do this and do this and just start making money? That's the only thing. They just want to say, okay, how can I just copy what you're doing and just start making money? How can I just if it's go on, but how can I just buy this thing and just make money out of it? How can I just do this thing? And that is what everybody wants. But the sad truth is that if you are like that, which 90% of people when they come to the space are like that, without focusing on learning and understanding, you will still end up losing anything you gain or anything you make. The reason is because behind every purchase, behind every decision, there is a motive, there is a reason. And when you begin to understand the reason behind decisions that are being made, you are operating from a better form or point of understanding. Number two, so you could or let's say I'm buying a token now, and I said, okay, let's get in on this token, let's buy this token. And apart from the fact that I have created content to teach you guys how to know when to sell, apart from that fact that I have created such content to teach you guys to know how to sell, apart from that fact, rarely do you see people teach people to know how when to sell. And it is not their fault, because if you had knowledge and understanding, if you decide to give heed to learn, you will automatically just know when you should sell. So you are not caught in a crossroads. So if let's say we have the Bybit trading network we launched, and we're about, I think, 400 and about 450 persons or 460 now, almost 500 persons right now in the Bybit trading network. And when people get to join the Bybit trading network, we send an information. And when we send an information, guys, we are 666 on this call. I don't like the number 666. So probably share the video or send this link to someone else. Let your friends or family or so join this session. So we move above the number. We shouldn't be that number. That's not a good number. Okay, back to what I was saying. Now, basically, this is it. If I was given an illustration of the Bybit trading network. So when anybody wants to join the network, we send a link, we send a message, and the message we send involves it involves telling people that before you take any trade, when you join the network, watch the videos. Make sure you watch the videos, because in the videos are the trades and the strategies we use before you take the trades. You'll be able to understand, and you will not be able to liquidate your account. But despite that fact, despite the fact that this is what happens, despite the fact that we get to do this or we get to experience this, you still see people joining the Bybit trading network and ignore the videos. All they just want to do is just copy the trades. They don't want to learn. They don't want to understand anything. They just want to just show me. Let me just do this and do this. And that is one of the major downfall of people in this space. The same thing boils down in various other sectors, various other aspects of this. So if you are like that, you want to get really, really rich in this, your first focus should not just be copying and pasting anybody at all. Anybody at all, not even me. Yes, you're going to make gains. Yes, you're going to make profit. But what if when the losses come, how are you going to be able to manage that situation when you don't have time to give in to learning and understanding? But when you have time to give into learning and understanding, you'll be able to balance each situation, maximize the best out of each situation, and definitely end up being profitable in the long run. So it's not going to be like a game of luck and chance or try and error for you. It's going to be a game of success. Number two reasons why people do not really succeed and excel in the space as they should, and even if they do, they get to lose it all, is that people are looking for the easiest road out of poverty. And they think that crypto is the easiest road out of poverty. Now, let me tell you the truth. The only difference between the internet industry and every other industry in the world is what we call the privilege of borderlessness. The privilege of borderlessness, or what we call the privilege of decentralization. The privilege of borderlessness. And what is the privilege of borderlessness? Is the ability or the opportunity to be able to penetrate aspects of the global markets, aspects of the world, regardless of your situation, your background, your economy, and make money out of it. So the internet industry has provided a platform whereby people can make money despite where they are from. So you can be from the poorest city in the world, the poorest village in the world, yet you rise up to the top and make money. Of course, it's the internet. So as long as it's the internet, anybody can become successful, anybody can become rich, anybody can make money. Now, I'm not referring to people who are living a fake life or trying to portray what they are not on the internet. No, I'm not referring to this set of people. We know that a lot of things we see online is fake. That is very true. But I'm referring to people who are actually succeeding in the internet industry, not just crypto as per se. Some people are succeeding in forex, some are succeeding in crypto, some are succeeding in copywriting, some are succeeding in freelancing, some are succeeding in websites, some are succeeding in Amazon stuff, some are succeeding in various sectors in the internet, as long as it's the internet. Some are creating content online, social content, but they're making money. So the internet provides the privilege of borderlessness, and it's the industry of the internet in which cryptocurrency falls in provides that opportunity. So someone with as little as $100 has the same opportunity that somebody who has few millions has to be able to rise to the top for the first time in the history of the world. It's as little as $100, you can become a millionaire in dollars. It's unheard of. That is a privilege, but that does not mean that it is going to be easier. If you, no matter the sector you are getting involved in, you would have to put in efforts, you have to put in time, you have to put in work. Now, the privilege of mentorship is basically the opportunity to reduce the time of suffering, the length of suffering, the length of hard work you are going to spend before you get to the success point you want, or before you begin to have the kind of results you desire. That is the privilege of mentorship. That is the privilege of receiving mentorship in any of these sectors. Regardless of that, there is no easy way out of poverty. Every single way out of poverty requires commensurate efforts, no matter the sector you are in, and even in crypto regardless. So you need to understand this. You need to understand this. There's a statement I actually used to say, but I think I'm not going to say that now. I'm going to say that, but I refer to this statement when I'm trying to give an illustration between the opportunity in the crypto market and the opportunity in the forex market as well. But I think I'm not going to touch into that. Now, number 3 reason why we see people do not really get to the point whereby they should have seen generational wealth out of crypto, or even if they try to start making some life money, they lose everything, is because they do not have a financial wealth plan. Or should I say, they don't have a healthy financial wealth plan. They do not have a financial wealth plan. And most of the time, the reason why this is due to what we call lack of financial literacy. And it is so much on the high side in third world countries. Third world countries, in especially Africa, you see them, we are chasing money so much, yet we have a high level of financial illiteracy. So a lot of people lack financial literacy, and they think if they make a 1 million naira right now, or a billion naira, everything is just going to change for them, and their life will just become better, which is true. But you see, if you've ever had money so much and you lost everything, you will come from a better level of understanding in what I'm saying. I've been there. I've been brought down to nothing, and I've started from nothing again, moving to the top. I've made so much mistakes in my life that I have seen so much failures than even success. But the good thing is that failures is the path to the road to success. So, and every time we fail forward. And when the success comes, just one success alone can overshadow 10, 20, 30, 50 failures. And a couple of us, we've seen the testimonies they've shared for crime and time, and a few times, once in a in a blue moon or in a long time, I get to share my story with you guys and my experiences, which I don't normally do. So I'm coming from that place. I understand what it means to have so much and feel like you're on top of the world and to lose everything. And then what it means to start all over again, to want to build to that point. So I've been here, I've been there, and then move back up to be here again and never coming down again. But this is the thing. The thing is just one keyword. And what that keyword is, most people lack financial literacy. So by the time you get financial literacy, is it now pushes you to get to a level of understanding that so many persons do not have. It pushes you to get to a point of insight that so many persons do not have. Now, one thing you should understand, that cryptocurrencies is a vehicle. It's a vehicle. And you are here to maximize this vehicle to get to your dream. Cryptocurrency is not your destination. Crypto trading is not my destination. Crypto invest is not my destination. In fact, I will not sleep in crypto. I will not die in crypto. It is just a vehicle. And when you understand that there are various vehicles in the journey to making generational wealth and financial wealth, it helps you to see the space from a different perspective and see the opportunities in crypto from a different perspective. And when you see this from a different perspective, you can definitely know how to make the best out of it, benefit so much out of it, and maximize so much out of it. Maximize so much out of it. Now, seeing that I have said that, let's talk about how then do you build a crypto financial wealth plan? How can you build a crypto financial wealth plan? I'm going to give you just 3 steps as well. 3 steps to building a crypto financial wealth plan. I'm going to give us what we call is an ultimate strategy to generational wealth. An ultimate strategy to generational wealth. What I'm giving, the template I'm going to give you tonight, you can take this template and apply it in any sector in the world, and in 90 days, you will definitely begin to see tangible results in your finances and in your life. Step number 1 is what I call the principle of accountability. The principle of accountability. We live in a world whereby we think restrictions, I'm going to put this now, it's bondage. But most of the time, the restrictions that comes with life is not necessarily bondage, but protection. It's just like if you're living at the top, let's say you're living in a 1-story building, a 2-story building, a 3-story building, and probably you have a balcony. In that balcony, there is something there. I've forgotten what it's called again. And that stuff there at the balcony, it's always built like a protector. Yes, we said some call it protector or whatever. I've forgotten the word, the exact keyword I'm to use. I don't know why it's skipping my brain. But let's say there's this stuff there that protects you from falling off. It's always in all houses. The railing, yes, thank you. The railing is always there. The railing protects you. Now, the railing could be seen as a bondage, or it could be seen as a protection. The same thing when you go to the banks. In the banks, we see those stuffs that guys like, okay, don't cross here, goes there. When some people will look at, why is this thing here? Why are we always there? But the bank did not actually just put there to put people in bondage. No, it puts you there to put people in what we call to protect you from the other set of people and to preserve from that set of people. So sometimes the restrictions that, so, we want to be rich, to have freedom, to do anything and go anywhere, which is cool. But many a time, the restrictions we face in life basically is to protect you and not to put you in bondage. But the world has put it in a reverse psychology way that is totally messed up. So you need to understand that. So many a times you need to learn how you want to create your own. You want to learn how to create your own right restriction for yourself. Now, how do I mean, or what does this mean? The principle of accountability is something most people do not do. Now, the principle of accountability is when you should have a note, a book, whereby in that book, in that note, you note down your income, your expenses. Now, when it comes to crypto, it's referring to your trading book, a journal. So whereby you're noting down what is coming in, what is going on. So you know what you are making and you know what you're losing. Constantly, that accountability, that character alone helps to keep you in check. It's what we call the principle of accountability. It's the number one thing, because if there's no accountability, you cannot genuinely ascertain if you're making progress or not. 90% of people are living an unaccountable life. You are not either accountable to anybody, and worst of all, not just that you're not accountable to anybody, you're not even accountable to yourself. You're not even accountable to yourself. And that's why even the thought of being accountable to God is hard for some people. Why is the thought of being accountable to God hard for some people? That probably they said when if some people die, and probably that you have to be accountable. Why is it hard for some people? Because it's even hard for you to be accountable to yourself. You don't want to be accountable to anybody. You don't want to be accountable to God. You don't even be accountable to yourself, for crying out loud. Regardless of God, regardless of anybody, you should learn how you want to be accountable to you, your own self. Because when you become more accountable to yourself, some of the what we call shenanigans that you are chasing after, especially the religious folks, you will discover that there is no need to chase after these things, because you start learning how to become accountable. You know, the principle of financial prosperity, financial abundance, financial wealth is just one thing: understanding the principle of stewardship, the law of stewardship. All the arguments you see on various religious backgrounds is one thing. That is the law of stewardship. When you understand the law of stewardship, you don't need to argue about anything. And boil it down to the context that eliminates every religious aspect. Boil it down to our day to the practical context for people, human beings in total. Accountability. So he that is accountable more to himself will be able to have more of himself. A person who is accountable more to himself will be able to have more of himself. Now, remember that you are a God. You are a supreme being. And as a supreme being, the more accountable you are to yourself, the more reward you can get out of yourself. So it is just the number one. Number two, so the first is what we call the principle of accountability. Number two is this understanding the three stages of financial wealth. Understanding the three stages of financial wealth. So beginning from today, if you've never been accountable, get a journal. Start documenting. Have your own personal statements, financial statement for your daily expenses, both for your life in crypto as well, your trading journal, what you're investing, how you want to plan yourself. Get that for yourself. For yourself. Now, let's go to number 2. The 3 stages of financial wealth. What are the 3 stages of financial wealth? Security, freedom, and wealth. Security, freedom, and wealth. Security, freedom, and wealth. What do I mean by security, freedom, and wealth? Financial security is stage 1. Financial freedom is stage 2. Financial wealth is stage 3. These are the 3 stages of generational wealth or financial wealth. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Financial security, financial freedom, financial wealth. Now, what are these 3 stages? What do I mean by these 3 stages? Now, when do you say somebody is financially secure? You can say that you're financially secured when your passive income you get is able to take care of the basic needs of your life. So let's assume that the basic need of my life is just $200. So let's say in a month, let's say if I have just $200, I'll be able to sleep, I'll be able to eat, I'll be able to transport, I'll be able to live my life. Just basically, the most basic thing, I could be able to pay my bills. That is $200. So that means that as long as the passive income I get, the money that comes to me passively, regardless of my active participation in work, as long as that money keeps on coming to me, I'm financially secure. I'm in a place of financial security. But that doesn't mean I'm financially free. And there are some of you who are in this aspect, who are in this category, whereby you are financially secured, but you are not financially free. In other words, the money that is coming to you passively can actually take care of your basic necessities and your basic needs. The most important: food, shelter, and what's the third thing? 3 things. The most 3 basic important needs for you. Now, financial freedom is when the passive income that is coming into me, my passive income, is not just taking care of my basic needs, but it can help maintain my lifestyle. So let's say my lifestyle is going to demand $1,000. Remember, my basic need is just $200. Now my lifestyle is going to demand $1,000. So if the passive income I'm getting can take care of providing $1,000, it means that I can maintain the lifestyle I'm living. So let's say in that $1,000, I travel to one country per month. Let's just assume, and let's say I buy new clothes, I go to restaurants, I go outing, I have fun, I subscribe my phone, I just enjoy my life. This, like, let's say the lifestyle I'm living, the whatever lifestyle, everybody's lifestyle is different. Now, to maintain that lifestyle, the passive income is going to cost me $1,000. So as long as my passive income can provide that for me, it means that I am financially free. But it does not mean that I am financially wealthy. Now, there are some of you too who are now in this category. If you are financially secured, maybe the passive income you are getting can actually maintain your basic needs, but it cannot take care of your lifestyle. It means you're yet to be financially free. And what does passive income means? We should understand what passive income means. Of course, passive income is the income that comes to you through channels whereby you don't have to be actively involved, regardless of active participation, regardless of actively doing things. It comes to you. So passive income could come through portfolio income. It could come through daily earnings, weekly earnings, monthly earnings, yearly earnings. It could come through royalty income, whatever form of passive income you've got. So that puts you in financial freedom. As long as your passive income can take care of your lifestyle, not just your basic needs, you become financially free. Now, what does financial wealth means? Let's say, yes, I'm having this lifestyle, but the lifestyle I desire, for me to have that lifestyle, I need to spend $10,000 per month. So what is lifestyle desire? For example, let's say I want to be flying private jets, and if I'm flying private jets, I want to be traveling to like 3 countries in a month, I want to be living in the best, staying in the best hotels, buying the best houses in the world. I want be to have a garage of like 10, whatever is whatever. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying I want all this, I'm just giving an example. So let's say that's the lifestyle. And for me to live this kind of lifestyle, which is my, let's say, dream lifestyle, I want to buy a very big mansion. It's gonna cost me $10,000 per month. $10,000 per month. So if it's gonna cost me $10,000 per month to live this kind of lifestyle, to have this desired lifestyle, if it's going to cost me that amount of money, it means that when my passive income begins to give me or begins to generate up to $10,000 per month, at that point I have become financially wealthy. Why? Because the passive income that comes to me is not only take care of the basic needs of my life, is not only taking care of the lifestyle I have, but it can also provide me the or afford me the opportunity to live the desired lifestyle I want. So these are the three stages of financial wealth. So you need to understand each of these stages: financial security, financial freedom, and financial wealth. And then number three, which is the third thing, is you have to now grow your active income channels to fuel the passive income and your portfolio income. So in other words, what are you doing actively right now to make money in this space, in crypto? Grow it and use it to fund your passive income and portfolio income. What is passive income? Like I've already explained what passive income. These coins we are buying, that you want to buy a coin for bull run, is going to go 100x, it's going to go 200x, it's going to go 500x, 1000x, 10,000. All those falls under the category of portfolio income. It's just like buying landed properties and you want to wait for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years for it to go up in value. Those are all portfolio income. They are not active income. So if I'm investing in a coin that is going to do so well in the next 30 days, in the next 60 days, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, that is portfolio income. It's also like a type of passive income. So what I want to do is that I want to grow my active income channels within the crypto space or even without the crypto space, so I can have enough money to fuel my passive income. So because the more passive income I get, the more I'll be able to grow through the ladders of financial wealth to generational wealth. I'll be able to go through those ladders. So if you understand this concept and this three stages very well, you know that your focus is, okay, how can I grow my active income? For example, we are trading. If you're on the Bybit trading network, what are we doing in the Bybit trading network? We're growing our active income. Trading is an active income. Trading is not a passive income, because you cannot sleep and be making money while trading, except maybe you enter a trade and it goes up in value and it goes in profit by the time you wake up. But you have to physically be involved in the trade. You have to put that trade, enter a buy, enter a sell for you to make profit. So trading is a form of active income. So if we are trading on the Bybit trading network, if you are copying the trades I'm sharing there, we are actively trading, we are growing. So the money being made out of the active trading can now be used to fuel passive income, can be used to fuel portfolio income. So the more I engage in my active, so let's say you do crypto jobs. If you do crypto jobs and you're making a lot of money, that same thing could go well for you. You could do that, you could act that. So let's say you do crypto jobs and you're making money out of it. That's active income. And there are so many ways to make money in the crypto space, which we have taught and done that in our YouTube channel. So you can actually go to the YouTube channel, scroll down and check the video I did on ways to make money in the crypto. We talked about 21 different ways you can actually make money in the crypto space. Now, and those 21 different ways, 80% of it are all active income platforms, are all active income channels, or active income skills or strategies. So with these active income portals or plans, you can now use it, the money you're making from there, to fuel portfolio income, passive income. And the passive income and portfolio income is what will help you get to generational wealth in crypto, get to the point of being so. The reason why you see people is so hard is because they're complex all these things. They're confused all these things because they do not even know about these things. So they think that, okay, as long as they just keep on actively trading, you will not become generational wealthy by trading cryptos. No, you can only become generational wealthy when you are positioned in cryptos for the long term. So position is what makes you generational wealthy in crypto, not trading cryptos. Because out of 100 persons who are actively trading, maybe only 5 or 10 we literally get to that point or get to that peak. So what you want to do is that understand that trading is just an active income channel that will provide you the capital that will now help you to fuel your portfolio income in crypto. And when you fuel that portfolio income or passive income in crypto, that is what will now retire you and provide the generational wealth you need. So let me give an example. So let's look at the markets. Let's look at the markets. What is going to happen in the market? Let's just look at what's going to happen in the market. What am I projecting for the markets? Quickly. Let's just do that quickly. So this is BTC, for example. And we have like a distribution schematics here with BTC going up. We have a distribution schematics here with BTC going up. So let me show something. So Bitcoin is going up right now, and probably it might go up as high as 29,600 or into these blue lines. And if it goes up to those points, it will now sell down to 28,500 and below. So it's going to go up and then come down. And like I did a video on TikTok or so whereby I'm projecting that it goes to as low as 28K within the next 7 days. Now, let's say you trade this one I'm talking about. It goes here. Maybe you enter a sell when it goes here and then put your stop loss. And then you now make money out of it. That means you've actively traded. I'm using a practical example why I'm teaching us what I'm teaching us. So that means you've actively traded. Now, that profit you made, you can now decide that, okay, can I use it to buy certain aspect or certain coins that could make me profit? Now, this is my projection. So this is my projection for. We are in the 3rd week, so this is the 3rd week of August, right? I don't know, we're about to enter the 3rd week. So this 3rd week of August, I expect BTC to get to 28K. And then by the 4th week of August, I expect it to get to 30K. So between the 3rd week and within the next 2 weeks, I expect Bitcoin to get to 28K, and I expect it to get to 30K. And then in the month of September, I expect that Bitcoin would have topped out and there should be a massive crash in the month of September. There's a high percent tendency that I predicted that the ETF that was fixed a couple of days ago, I predicted that it was either going to be cancelled, denied, or it will be shifted. And that's what happened. And it was shifted, not cancelled. Now, coming in September, the 1st week of September, we have these ETFs, and there'll be a high form of liquidity and speculations about it. But this is what I think can most likely happen. It's a might get shifted again, and or just get denied or cancelled as well. And there are many fixed for that month. And if that happens, definitely it could become the catalyst that will crash the market down from the highs of 30K to 33K above. But if that does not happen, then another catalyst could come in and crash the market down, because September is usually a bearish month for Bitcoin in the past couple of years. And I do not think the month of September, next month, is going to be different for it. But regardless of that and when that is going to happen, we're looking at it now. So I just give you guys a highlight of what we expect this week, 3rd week, 4th week, and next week. Now, regardless of all these things that I'm talking about now, Bitcoin, the market, crypto, let's go down to a practical example. Now I have said this thing, and let's say you trade this thing, and you're definitely going to make money from this thing I just trade, this analysis I just gave, and this overview I just gave, and you're definitely going to make money out of it. If you make money out of it, you now tell yourself that, okay, what can I get into to grow my portfolio income and make so much money out of it? The last time we were live, I gave us 4. I gave us 4 assets that could literally like make us a whole lot of money. And we had STFX that ran up very well. We had the other coin again, forgotten the name. Is it Grimace? Grimace ran up very well as well. Both of those coins have done a couple of X's. We still have Poof and Dream that has not even done anywhere. Let's check them out from the last session. So let's say 2 has done incredibly well for us. So I might just give us an extra 2. So we just roll in the, what will I say now? So let us go. Let's just check the 2. So we have proof, which is a midterm. So this is proof looking like it wants to continue going down and all that as well. Let me draw this. I don't know how to draw. It's just the screen is misbehaving. So we have proof going down, and then we had dream. So the question is, how are we gonna get the main dream right now? Okay, I think the way we can get this is to go to CoinGecko and check it out. For example, I'm adding two more for us because we've already had this. So this is it. So I want to copy the contract from here, and once I copy it, I go to deck screener. I click it on the site and it pops up. So this is it. So let's say you made money from the prediction and what we're giving, and you come here and say, oh wow, this token is coming down in value, and you're like, okay, this was among the 4 that Shifu uh predicted for us, and there's a possibility that I want to add this to my, what's it called, my bag for my portfolio income, and then you enter in on this. And the prediction we are given is that it's going to break its all-time high and go higher. Same thing that happened these other ones that they just called. So what happens is that you are now fueling this out of active income and not out of aggression, not out of uh, confusion. So you now know how to balance your life. So when you start balancing your financial life like this, what happens is that you start operating from a different point of understanding, a different point of insight, different point of understanding, and a way different point of insight. So I'm going to give us 2 tokens that we can buy, that because there are 2 have actually done very well. So I'll just give us 2. One of them is called um ELX. So if you go to this exchange, go to set this exchange. I'm going to paste the exchange now on the, I'll paste it to, I'll paste it on the channel and to the WhatsApp groups. The link to create an account with the exchange. Then I'm going to paste it on the Telegram as well. So if you look here on the exchange, you get to see that they're just trading. They're trading about what's it called, 376 assets. This is it's a new exchange. So come to the exchange, create an account. When you create an account, listen to everything I'm saying. Come to the search. Look at coins here in this exchange, guys. This coin did 24,387%. This one did 5,530%, 1,000%. Some of you here are not just serious. If you joke with the informations I am giving, it means you are not serious. You're not serious. Look at, in the midst of the bearish market. Imagine, just imagine this today. Imagine this today. And some of you don't even have anything you're doing. You don't have anything you're doing. You're just spending time drop chatting on Twitter, chatting on Discord, what is not even going to benefit your life when you can actually be researching assets on a platform that could literally change your life. Just imagine you got in on this. But this is by the way. So let's get in. So you come and click on the search and click on BLX. You click on BLX, it's going to take you to this coin here called BlockX token. Now, once you take it to BlockX token, you should have already deposited your money already. Once you've deposited your money, what you want to do is that you come here, click on market order. Click on market order, put in the amount of the USDT you've deposited that you want to buy. Just click on the amount. Once you click on the amount, then click on buy. Immediately it's going to buy for you on the market order. Now, this is the reason, because most times when you put in a buy limit order, there's a 90% chance that it will not be activated. But once you put in the market order, it will be activated. Now, once you've bought, don't just leave it. You're not buying to just hold. Once you buy, set a target. You can set a target for like 300%, 400%, 500%, 600%, like that to 1,000%. And just allow it breathe. You're going to come back here probably in 1 week time, in 2 weeks time, in 3 weeks time. You log into this exchange and you discover that 300% order you've set has sold off for you in profit, or the 400% or the 500% has sold off for you in profit. Because many a times, if you see here, this coin went to 10 million market cap on this exchange. And this was on the 4th of August, a couple of days ago. This particular coin I'm referring to, I bought this coin very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. I bought it around, is it 50K market cap or so? Very, very cheap. So but I was selling it, but when I saw what is happening on this exchange, I came here to the exchange and then I deposited. And then when it's moved up, I just set my sell order. Then I bought here on the exchange too. So when it moved up, I set my sell order and I made about 1,000% in just a few days, a couple days or so on this particular token as well. So this is how it works here. So I'm just showing you guys what I did, and it's not a mod that you must do what I did, but I'm showing you what I did, and you can literally use what I did and benefit yourself. So this is it. BLX is going to do more excess, like 200, 300, 400, 500% and all that. So it's going to do more excess. So just the only thing you want to do is create the account. When you create the account, deposit the USDT, then go and buy on the market order. After setting the market order, then set a limit order. Now, your buy is market order, but your sell should be limit order. Set a limit order sell, not a market order sell. If you set the market order sell, it will sell on the market immediately. So you want to sell a limit order sell. So in case it pumps up when you are not there, immediately you can actually trade off and you have made profit out of it. So I'm projecting that this should do like 200, 300, 400, 500% to like 1,000% from here. Nothing I say is a financial advice, but I actually anticipate that this should happen on this particular token. So this is going to be addition for us. Then on that token I'm going to add for us briefly is this token. I'm coming. I want to open trading view so we can see it. This is the token PEEP. I'm going to add PEEP for us, guys. So this is my projection for PEEP. I believe that PEEP is going to run hard. PEEP is going to run like 500% to 1,000%, and most likely possibly more. As we enter the next half of the year, we're going to have another run again, like the meme run, on that meme run again. Remember, I told you guys sometime I predicted PEEP before PEEP came. About a week before PEEP came, I talked about the meme run happening. And now I'm also saying, and when the meme run was about to end, I told you guys the meme run is over and it's going down, and anything that's going to happen just exit liquidity. So now I'm here telling you guys that the meme run is set to begin in the next half of the year again. But pending that happening, PEEP is going to keep on running more. So you want to buy some PEEP, and As it moves up 100, 200, 300, 400, 500%, you can sell off. So it's going to run way, 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 way up, and people is going to possibly create the possibility of creating new highs is there. But regardless of creating new highs, from here it should run up 300%, 600. It's going to be moving up in threes and fives, threes and fives. So what do I mean by threes and fives? When a token is moving up, like it gets to, let me show something. How do I do this? So right now it moved up from here to where it is now. Is it like 40% or 50%? I don't know, or so. It's like about 50% up or so. Now, what do I mean by, oh, what did I do now? What I meant by threes and fives is that it will move up by 300%, and from 300% it move up again another 300%, move up again another 300%, like 300 to 500%, 300 to 500%, around that range. That's how it's going to move up, and it's going to like start another wave and euphoria across meme assets and meme tokens as well. So you want to like be positioned on this. So that's our number two. So the other ones we called earlier on has done well, so I decided to replace them with these two for us. But this is the thing I'm giving you guys. Understand the concept I'm teaching you guys. The concept is just one simple thing I'm teaching you guys. I say that there are stages three stages to building a crypto financial wealth plan. And I told you guys that this stage I'm giving you guys is a roadmap that you can literally use. You can literally use in any aspect or industry you find yourself in the world. And I said number one is the principle of accountability. Number two, the three stages of understanding the three stages of financial wealth, which is financial security, freedom, and wealth. Number three, then now focus on growing your active income and use your active income to fuel your portfolio and passive income. And I give an illustration of what is going to happen in the market for this week, for next week, and even in the month of September. If you utilize this illustration to trade the market and make profit out of this trade, what has happened is that you've engaged in active income. And now once you made profit out of this active income, you now said, okay, what are the tokens that Shifu said is going to do well in the long run, in the midterm, in the long run, in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So you decided to now use that gains or profits to flow into these tokens, into the portfolio income, or your passive income is now making a lot of money. Passive income gives you money regularly. Portfolio income gives you major mega money. Now, when you see us making a whole lot of money, you see us making the most, you see us living our lifestyle, we are not wasting money. We are not wasting money. So what is taking care of that is what comes from passive income and portfolio income. So passive income and portfolio income fuels the lifestyle we live. But what fuels the passive income and portfolio income is the active income we do. So I am not trading. So you see most people, when they trade, maybe those who are doing, even those who are doing DGen, what they refer to as DGen trading, those people are engaging in active income, active trading. You see most of these young boys and crypto people and different people making the same mistakes many people who were in the space in our own time earlier made. Who are the same mistake? As you start making so much money, you start expending it on lifestyle and enjoying it, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to do that. But this is the thing, is that you have cut the process or cut short the process to get to generational wealth. Because in the sense that money that is being spent on lifestyle right now is not for lifestyle. It's for building passive income channels and portfolio income channels, and the gains and profits from the portfolio and the passive income channels now fuels your lifestyle. And it fuels your lifestyle. You could describe your lifestyle anyhow you want. You could buy the best things you want, travel to the best places you want, and just live the life you live. So this is why you see some of us, regardless of market situation or market state, we are making a whole lot of money because we've understand this principle very well. And guys, this is the Crypto Capital Show. And this is our first series and first episode of the Crypto Capital Show. We are unleashing the next era of billionaires. And I know that you are among the next set of billionaires, especially with the teachings I'm giving this period, and I'm going to be giving even into the new year 2024. One thing I am very certain is that you cannot be in this show and attend every single episode and not end up being super, super, super rich. It is impossible. Very, very impossible. There is no way you can consistently be in every episode of this show till the end of this year and not end up being super rich. When I mean super rich, I'm not talking about millions. I'm not talking about 1 million or 2 million or 10 million. I mean super mega rich. Because everything you need to scale, whether it's in the crypto space, in the Web3 space, or even in any industry at all in this world when it comes to the internet, the leverage, the right principles will be shared on this show, because I know that you are the next billionaire. See you when I see you guys again. Like I always say, guys, if the students be ready, the Shifu will appear. And if the Shifu appears, what happens? The students prevails. See you on the other side of profit. And the other side of profit we are always being is the winning side. Bye for now, guys.